Please read this. After that, we discuss another entry.
Okay, sir.
Done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the dissolution expenses part. So when we dissolve our firm, when we shut down our business, so there are certain expenses that we have to incur at the time of dissolution, because we have to sell our assets, we have to pay our liabilities and all other things. All there are certain activities that we have to perform related to these functions, and on these activities we have to incur some expenses. Like if we have to take our assets to the market or to the buyer, then we have to pay freight, any legal formalities related with these sale. So these type of expenses are called dissolution expenses. Okay. So for payment of dissolution expenses in cash, we have to write this entry. It is same as the payment of liabilities, realization account debit to cash. So everything is same in both of the entry. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So if you are writing in the realization account, if you are writing to cash for liability and to cash for dissolution expenses, then in bracket you will write separately the liabilities and dissolution expenses so that anyone can understand that it is for liability payment, it is for dissolution expenses payment.
Okay, sir.
Okay. What if the dissolution expenses is paid by any partner? For payment of dissolution expenses by partner, what will be the entry? In a dissolution, you have to do one thing, that every realization of assets in cash or in any other form. Am I audible?
So your voice is breaking.
Okay, so not audible. Okay, wait. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
It is not breaking now or lagging?
No, sir, it's fine now.
Okay. Okay, so I'm saying that if a partner uh, has paid the amount of dissolution expenses, then what will be the entry? This was my question, and I was explaining one thing, that you have to remember the concept that whenever there is some amount received from assets or we have to pay some liabilities, all of these things will go through realization. Okay, so every time you are paying any dissolution expenses, liabilities, you are receiving payment from assets, all these entry will be done through realization account. So in one side of journal entry, there will be realization account. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So in this, we have to write realization. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Can you tell me what will be the entry?
Sir, will it be realization account debit to partner's capital account?
Realization account debit to partner's capital account. Very good. Realization account debit to partner's capital. So it is same as the liabilities also. In liability also, we write these two entry for cash and for partners capital, but there is one more entry related to dissolution expenses. When the you can say the burden of payment is taken over by partner, it will be written in this manner so that you will understand that partner will pay the dissolution expenses and it will not take any money in return from the firm. Okay. In first case, like this one, partner will pay the money right now, but he will receive credit for this. He will receive this money later from the firm. Okay.
Okay, sir.
But in second situation that I'm talking about, uh, in this situation, partner will pay money, but it will not take any credit or any payment in future from the firm.
Okay, sir.
Okay, it is like a partner will bear all the dissolution expenses in return of something, maybe. So partner will bear all the dissolution expenses. It will be written like this. So you'll understand that firm has nothing to do with it. So in this case, if partner will bear the expenses of dissolution, what will be the journal entry? Yes.
So will it be the same?
No.
Sir, I'm not sure.
Okay. So the partner is paying the amount, and in return, firm will not pay. Okay. Firm will not pay anything. So it has nothing to do with the firm. So firm will not pass any journal entry for this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. But maybe there will be something that firm has to give in return, like any remuneration firm has to pay. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Any remuneration or salary firm has to pay to that partner for performing the activities. Okay, so it will be the case like when firm has assigned all the work related with dissolution to a single partner, to one partner, and he has to do every work. He has to pay all the expenses by himself, and in return, he will get a remuneration from the firm. He has to bear all the expenses. Okay, so in this case, we will not pass any entry for expenses that a partner has to bear, but we will pass journal entry for remuneration payment.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so I'm writing here, if a partner will get remuneration and he has to bear all the dissolution expenses, then we will not pass the journal entry for actual expenses, will not pass the journal entry for actual expenses. Instead, we will pass entry for remuneration. Done?
No, sir. 1 minute. Done, sir.
Now, we have completed all the journal entry that will be passed related to realization account. After this, there will be one entry for payment of partner's loan. For payment of partners. Can you tell me what will be the journal entry here? Will be partners loan account debit to cash account. Partners loan account debit to cash account, because we are paying the liability. Partner loan is liability, and by payment we are removing the liability. We are decreasing the value of liability, you can say. So it will be nil after the payment. That's why partner loan is on the debit side, because liability decrease on the debit side and to cash. Now, there is two situation related with payment of partner's loan. One, when you pay the higher amount for this partner's loan, and when you pay the lower amount, lesser amount than the actual loan. So in both of these situation, whatever the profit or loss will incur, it will go to realization account. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Like partners loan. If let's say you are in a partnership business, okay, and if some of the partner has given a loan to the firm, okay, and now the firm is paying, instead of 1 lakh rupees, he has given 1 lakh rupees as loan. Instead of 1 lakh rupees, firm is giving 1 lakh 10,000. Okay, so this is profit or loss for the firm.
Sir, can you repeat the situation again?
Yes. I'm saying that you are in a partnership business, and one of the partners has given a loan to the firm of rupees 1 lakh.
Okay, sir.
Now, firm is repaying the amount to that partner, and it is paying 1 lakh 10,000 in return.
Okay, sir.
So it is profit or loss for the firm?
Sir, it's loss.
It's loss. So loss is written on the debit side.
Sir, in the realization account?
No, I'm saying that loss is written in the debit side, not of any account in journal entry.
Yes, sir.
There is a rule related to nominal account,
Yes, sir.
which
Yes, sir.
says,
Yes.
why you seem confused. That's why I explained.
Yes, sir. I got confused.
Yes. So loss generally, there is no confusion now,
No, sir.
because loss is written on the debit side and profit is written on the credit side. All income and gains, all expenses and losses. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if there is a loss, so it will be written on the debit side in this journal entry, that is partner's loan account debit to cash, because partner's loan is 1 lakh only.
Yes, sir.
So we will write here 1 lakh and sorry 1 lakh, and payment is 1 lakh 10,000. So this is not a correct entry because both side is not equal.
Yes, sir.
So we will write 10,000 on the debit side, and that is realization. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So it will be, if there is profit, then partner's loan account debit, realization account debit to cash. And if there is profit, means you are paying the lesser amount, then it will be partner's loan account debit to cash to realization.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so first, if we have to close the ledger, then partner's loan account will be closed because the balance of partner's loan will be transferred to realization account. After that, you can close the realization account. So first, you have to close partner's loan account, and this is the entry. Should I write the profit or loss situation also, or it is okay?
It's fine, sir.
Okay. Payment of loan will be transferred to realization. Okay. Now, we have completed the loan part also. After that, we will close the realization. So, profit or loss on realization. Profit or loss on realization. Now, profit or loss on realization. So, if there is profit, it will be on the debit side because credit side is more than debit side. So, the profit will be written on the debit side. Now, the entry will be for profit. It will be realization account debit to cash account. To cash account, and the second is for loss. Oh, sorry, one mistake here actually. Not cash, because the realization profit or loss is distributed between partners. So it will be partners capital. And this entry will be reversed here in loss. It will be partners capital account debit to realization. Now, please write this.
Done, sir.
Uh, all the above entries, you have written these?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is a realization account. After that, uh, we will discuss the ledger part. Okay. So there is four account that we have to create. Okay. In the solution, there is four account. One, if information is available, then one account will be created as per the information. If it is not given, then we will not create it. Then only three account will be open. So the first is realization account. Actually, I have written these somewhere. Yes, these are. Sorry. Okay. So there is four accounts that we have to create. One is this realization account. The second is partners capital account. Third is cash or bank account. Fourth, this account, partners loan account, will be opened only when if there is any partners loan. All other account will be necessary because whenever question will ask you that prepare necessary ledgers, then partners loan will be opened only if there is a partners loan in the question. All other account, there is no condition. You have to open these accounts.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So realization account. Have you seen the format of realization account in your book or anywhere else?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you remember anything?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me? Can you revise your memory? Uh, Repeat the things that you have remembered for realization account.
So first we have to transfer the assets to the debit side,
Okay.
and then the liabilities to the credit side, and
Very good.
then we realize the asset. So it will be by cash or bank, and it will come under the credit side. And we have to
Yes.
realize the liabilities also, and it will come in the debit side.
Yes. So this is our realization account. You remember all the part here. So amount, particular amount. So the first step is we transfer the assets and liabilities here. We will write to sundry assets here and by sundry liabilities here. I have written sundry, but you have to write the separate name of all the assets and liabilities.
Yes, sir.
Okay. After this, actually, in this, you have to remember that debtors will be written at gross value, not net value. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Debtors will be like in the balance sheet, you will find debtors minus provision. Let's say it is 15,000 minus provision 1,000. So, so it is 14,000. Now, debtors 15,000 will be written on the debit side, and this 1,000 provision will be written on the credit side. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So any provision or reserve related to any asset will be transferred here in realization. And if there is a separate reserve, then it will go to the partner's capital.
Okay, sir.
So can you tell me which reserve will come here and which reserve will go to the partner's capital account?
So will general reserve come here?
General reserve will come here. Okay. And
Um,
actually, general reserve will go to partner's capital account, not here, because general reserve is not, or not related with any asset.
yes, sir.
So If there is any investment fluctuation fund or investment fluctuation reserve, then it will come here because it is related with investment. Investment is an
Okay, sir.
So that's what I'm saying, that any reserve or fund which is related with any asset, then it will be written here. By cash, assets, and by partners capital, assets. Here it will be to cash, either it will be liabilities or dissolution expenses, and to partners capital. Again, two things, liability or dissolution expenses. Tell me, all these things are clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There is some time in the quotient you will find unrecorded assets or liabilities.
Okay, sir.
So where it will go?
So will the unrecorded assets come in the credit side during realization?
Okay.
And
And what about
and
the
then,
transfer?
sir, I don't know.
Actually, there will be no transfer entry because these are unrecorded. So there is no presentation in balance sheet. These assets and liabilities are not presented in balance sheet, so it cannot be transferred to realization. Okay, it has nil value in our books. So at the time of realization, only that on that time we have to pass journal entry or we have to record in the realization account. So there will be one time entry. So what you said before is correct, but I was just checking that you know about these rules or not.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So unrecorded assets will be written on the credit side, yes, and unrecorded liability will be written on the debit side only at the time of realization or payment.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, after writing all the items, what we will do here? We
So
will calculate.
realization, profit or loss.
Yes. So it will go to partners capital account. To partners capital account. And it will be distributed in old or new ratio.
Sir, old. So there is no ratio in, there
Yes,
is no new ratio in this.
there is no new ratio. So only old ratio is here. So you have to distribute this profit or loss in old ratio only. Actually, there is only one, so you don't have to say old one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So we will distribute it like this. Here. Whatever the balance, it will be distributed between partners. Now, after this, there is three more account. One is partners loan, one is partners capital. We know how to prepare partners capital. If you do you remember the concept of partners capital, what we have studied at the time of fundamental of partnership?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how partner capital account is prepared?
So first we have to write the balance,
Yes.
and then we'll record.
You don't remember.
Yes, sir, I remember the partner's capital account from admission, retirement, and all, but
Not
uh,
of the fundamental of
mm,
partnership.
yes, sir.
Okay. Do you remember we prepare the partner capital by two methods? One is fixed capital method. The second is fluctuating capital.
Yes, sir.
Now you remember, or should I continue?
Sir, under fixed, we have current partner's capital and partner's current account.
Very good.
And under fluctuating, we only have partner's capital account.
Yes. So in fluctuating capital method, we write all the items like non-recurring nature, recurring nature, all the items in partners capital account. But in fixed capital method, there is two account. So non-recurring nature item is written in capital account and recurring nature item will be written in current account. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So what if in the question you will find current account and capital account balance both?
Sir, I don't know.
Current account balance will be transferred to partners capital account because we are closing our books. Yes,
Yes, sir.
we are closing our books. We are going to shut down our business, so there is no need to maintain the any account. Okay, so first of all we will transfer the current account balance to capital account, then we will write all the necessary adjustment in capital account itself, and after that in the last we will pay the amount, or partner will draw the amount required. Okay, so this is how we have to create partners capital. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the last account, partners loan account I mentioned, I explained here.
No, sir.
Okay. Partners loan account. Sorry, actually before partners capital we have to create partners loan account. Now in partners loan account, loan is a liability, so there will be always credit balance, as we have uh, discussed many times. So partners loan always have credit balance. It will be shown on the credit side of the account by balance BT. The amount will be written at the time of payment. You have to see you are paying the amount more than the actual amount or less than the actual amount. So whatever the payment, you will write it on the debit side and then you will calculate the balance. Balance will be transferred to realization. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So I'm actually creating this account. This is a small account. Okay. So this is your partner's loan account. By balance CD, not CD, it is BD. Okay. After that, whatever the payment, we will write it here to cash account, and then we will calculate the excess or deficit, means any excess payment or less payment. By realization, if payment is more than the actual amount, to realization if payment is less than the actual. So in both of the case, profit or loss will be transferred to realization. So this is balancing figure. Okay. This is partner's loan account. Now, after this, we have completed the partner's capital. The last one is cash account. Okay. Now, in cash account, it will be prepared in the last. Okay. So there is a feature that will verify your answer that it is correct or not. Generally, it's in matching position, but sometime it will not be a match and it will show you that your answer is incorrect. So in that case, you have to check your solution. So the feature is the both side of cash account will be equal in resolution of form. So both side of cash account will match because how much cash you have, you can pay only equal to that amount. There is no balance required. I told you we are closing all our accounts. So there is no balance left in any of the accounts. So in the same manner, there will be no balance in cash account also, neither positive or not negative. So in that case, the both side of cash account will match. The amount you receive will be written on the debit side and amount you will pay written on the credit side. And in the end, you have to pay the amount left to the partner or you will receive amount from the partner. So whatever the balance, we have to settle it. So there will be no balance at the end. Okay, that's why cash approach.
Okay, sir.
So this will show you that your answer is correct. Now tell me, do you have any doubt in any of the journal entry or ledger part?
No, sir.
Okay, so everything is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will try to solve a question if I have. Okay, so the first question actually we have not enough time, so I will discuss a short type question. Okay, so that you will able to. I'm sharing the question. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Okay, question number 12. Jati, Sethi, and Rathi were sharing profit in the ratio of 5:3:2 respectively on 31st March. Please read the question.
So you're not presenting the screens.
It is not showing to you. Oh, sorry. Actually, I was creating the format, so okay.
So should I read it out loud?
Yes.
Jati, Seti, and Rati were sharing profits in the ratio of 5:3:2 respectively. On 31st March 2016, their balance sheet was liabilities, Jati's capital 28,000, Seti's capital 19,000, Rati's capital 8,000, sundry creditors 9,500, furniture 11,000, investment 7,000, stock 38,000, debtors 7,600, cash 900, total of 64,500. The firm was dissolved. Rati took over investments at an agreed value of 7,500. Furniture, stock, and debtors realized rupees 48,400. 9,000 were paid to sundry creditors in full settlement. The expenses of realization were 600. The partners' capital accounts were settled by receipt or payment of cash. Show realization account, partners' capital accounts, and cash account to close the books of the firm.
Okay. So now the firm was dissolved. Rathi took over investment at an agreed value. First of all, we have to clear the balance sheet. So these three capital balance will go to capital account. Creditors will go to the realization account. So we'll write here on the credit side by creditors. It is 9,500. After that, furniture 11,000. So to furniture 11,000. After that, investment to investment 7,000. Stock 38,000. 38,000. Debtors 8,000. I told you that we have to write the gross value of debtors, not the net value. 7,600 will not be written. It will be written 8,000 and 400 will be written on the credit side. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You can also ask why it is done like this, why we are not writing 7,600. Cash will go
Sir,
to,
because cash
yes,
account.
you were saying something.
Sir, because we write it separately because it will come under the liabilities, and at the end, the result will be the same. If we write it separately.
Yes, result will be same, but the reason is we are not confirmed yet that this 400 is bad dates. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that's why we are writing 8,000 here. We are writing 400 as a, you can say, loss or liability provision. So that's why, because we are not sure this 8,000, this 400 is bad. That's why. If it is bad dates, then we will remove it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. After that, the firm was dissolved. Rathi took over investment at an agreed value of 7,500. So by Rathi's capital, and it is investment 7,500. Actually, investment will be in the bracket. Okay. After that, furniture, stock, and debtors realized 48,400. 9,000. Okay. All three realized 4. So by cash account, if these are written separately, then we will write every item separately. But the amount is together. That's why I'm writing here assets
Okay, sir.
48,400. 9,000 were paid to sundry creditors in full settlement. So to cash 9,000 creditors. After that, the expenses of realization were 600. The partner account was settled by receipt of payment of cash to cash. Dissolution expenses 600. Is there anything else? No. First of all, we have to check that all the asset and liabilities is covered here. Furniture, investment, and stock. Investment is taken over, and furniture, stock, and debtors. Furniture, stock, and debtors here. And creditors is paid. Done. So we will calculate the, after writing all the item, please check one time so that it is confirmed all the assets and liabilities are realized. So 48,755,960